guys, welcome back to my channel and to a very quick speed clean. Today I wanted to show you how I clean and tidy up my house in just 30 minutes. This is a perfect way to get it looking better if you're about to have people over or if you just don't have a lot of time, which is actually the case for me today. I'm busy organizing one of my boys' birthdays and parties, and it's also beautiful outside today. It's 27 degrees in September, which is like not the norm for the UK. So I really want to get out and enjoy that. I don't want to spend all day cleaning. So when I want to do a really quick overhaul, what I do is I actually just set a timer on my phone for either 5 or 10 minutes, and you will be amazed how much it speeds you up and how much you can actually clean in just 5 minutes. So what I'm going to do is choose 6 rooms in the house that desperately need tidying up and just spend 5 minutes in each of those rooms with my timer, and then that is it for the day. That's all I'm going to do, but I know it's going to improve the house so much. I've said it before on this channel, but setting a timer on my phone really does speed me up. I'm actually filming this intro after I've done the clean, and I am sweating where I've been trying to run around and beat the clock, so it totally works for me. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gives you some inspiration, but I hope also what you take from this is we don't have to spend all day, hours and hours cleaning your house to make it look great. Sometimes if you don't have a lot of time, you can just do a quick little once over and it can look so much better. So with all that said, let's get into the speed clean. Okay, so I'm starting out today's clean in the kitchen. That's normally where I do start because this room gets the messiest, whether it be cooking or just stuff building up on the side. So there's cups, deliveries, toys, my handbag, wrapping paper and laundry. So I'm going to try and start getting all of that put away, and I've set a timer on my phone, but I also sometimes like to set it on our little Google Home because I can just shout at it. It makes it hands-free, and when the alarm goes off I can just shout stop and then start it up again. So that's also quite handy, and I've put a little timer in the corner of the screen. I follow a channel on here called The Secret Slob, and she shows a timer like that, and I just find it really pleasing and find it like really illustrates speed cleaning well. So yeah, if you don't follow her, definitely check her out. She does loads of cleaning videos like this. My first priority in here is to get everything off of the counters and get them wiped down as well. I feel like clear counters just makes the space look so much tidier. So I'm just going to do that and then move on to the hallway. Next up, I'm going to set a 5-minute timer for our hallway. This doesn't look that bad, but it is in need of a vacuum. There's also things waiting by the front door to go out into the garage, like those roller skates that you just saw, and even our slow cooker. When I'm not using a big appliance, I tend to put it into the garage because we don't have loads of cupboard space in this kitchen. There's also some boxes to be broken down and put into the recycling. I need to wipe down the sideboard and just give it a general tidy. We would love to do something really nice in this space, but we think the hallway will be like something that we do at the end of our build. Our building work is actually starting next month, which is really exciting. But while we've got people coming and going, like builders in and out, we don't really see the point in like making the hallway look amazing, but we have some big plans. So yeah, can't wait for all of that. But yeah, I'm just going to put all the shoes into the shoe storage. As I said, take this stuff out into the garage and then give everything a good vacuum. so that is the hallway looking so much better, and now I'm going to move on to Jackson's bedroom, and this is the only one that I'm actually including in the speed clean today because it's the only one that really needs it. He's had all the toys out, his bed's unmade, we've been playing with loads of stuff this morning, but he's now at school. He just started. I know I keep talking about it, but so far so good. The first week he wasn't that keen on going in, were a few tears, but so far this week he went in absolutely fine, so that's really positive. But he's still only doing half days, so still like settling him in, but anyway, while he's at school I'm going to quickly tidy this up and then move on to the playroom.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away? Show us where we are. What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of? I wonder. How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's grey outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder.
Okay, so now we're moving on to the playroom. This room is the bane of my life. There are just so many toys chucked in here. And if I'm completely honest with you, this room really needs more than 5 minutes. It needs like a couple of hours for me to organize, declutter, and everything. But I know because it is quite a big task, I will just put it off and put it off and put it off. So today I'm just going to spend 5 minutes giving it a bit of a tidy up, moving the toys around. If you're new to this channel, we are renovating. So next month, our extension starts at the back of the house, and we're also going to be changing this room. This is going to be like a games room for the boys. I have 3 boys, so we're thinking we'll have like some gaming in this room, maybe even a pool table when they're older, and also some built-in storage for all of those board games, puzzles, and all of the millions of toys. Okay, so there was a little cameo there from Jackson as well, who's just got home from school. So he's just chilling out on the couch while I finish this clean. But we've had the same 2 storage units forever. Obviously, when I had just one child, we had less toys, and then they've just grown and grown over the years. But in our previous home, where we had less space, we used to do toy rotation. So that's when you just keep some of the toys out for the kids to play with, and then you put quite a few into the garage or the loft, and then every few weeks you just kind of switch them out so that the toys feel new and the kids play with them a bit more, and then it also gives you a bit more space. But in this house, because we do have a room where we can close the door on it, it just made sense to have it all in here. But that fireplace is just getting full up with their toys. But anyway, I'm just going to tidy up all of the toys.
I'm walking down the street on clouds instead of the concrete I'm dancing through. Everything's about to come my way. Nothing can ruin my day, no matter what anyone does or say. I smile at fools. No, I don't care, cause I am on my way up, and I won't stop, I won't slow down. Steady on my feet, I'm gonna rise up. No, I won't stop, it is my time. I know what it's like to be broke. I know what it's like when nothing goes your way. So I'm gonna let myself enjoy the fruit from this lucky day. Yeah, I am on my way up, I won't slow down. Yeah, I am on my way up, I won't slow down.
Okay, so I didn't get everything done that I wanted to in this room. I did want to vacuum, but when the timer goes off, you just leave, start a new room, and then if there's any time left when I'm cleaning these last two rooms, then I will go back and vacuum that quickly. But now we're in the living room, which is where we spend most of our time. It's not horrendous, but there are some crumbs on the couch. I'm fluffing up the pillows, and there's some toys to go away. The Lego table is very messy and needs some attention, and there's like blankets to go away where the boys come down and use all the blankets in the morning. I'm also sorting out the like shoe storage, and this room really needs a good vacuum because of the back door, and the boys are constantly going in and out to the trampoline or to play football. They bring a lot of grass and dirt with them, a bit like our front hallway. So I'm just going to run around, clean up the toys and vacuum.
I'm strolling down the street with all of my favorite songs on repeat. I'm dancing through. Everything's about to come my way, and I don't care if you spill coffee on me or if the sky is gray or blue. No, I don't care, cause I am on my way up, and I won't stop, I won't slow down. Steady on my feet, I'm gonna rise up. No, I won't stop, it is my time. I know what it's like to be broke, yeah. I know what it's like when nothing goes your way. So I'm gonna let myself enjoy the fruit from this lucky day. Yeah, I am on my way up, I won't slow down. Yeah, I am on my way up, I won't slow down.
Okay, so that is the living room looking so much better. The main thing that I wanted to do was get the toys away and vacuum, and I managed to do that. And I was about to continue vacuuming the kitchen, but then my timer went off. So now I'm going to move on to the front room. This room is not bad at all, and I know that. So I'm also hoping that I'll have a few minutes left to quickly vacuum the playroom and the kitchen as well. Okay, so I'm going to start out with the couch. This is the only thing that really makes the room look messy. I have a cover on it. It's like a fleecy blanket from Primark, and I've just always had that on this couch because of the kids. But I feel like I probably could start to take it off soon because they're getting so much older. But they do still sometimes watch movies in here with popcorn, and then that gets everywhere. So I've just kept it on there. I'm also going to wipe down the sides and the mantelpiece, and then start vacuuming, and like then move into the playroom and the kitchen as well, and try and do all of those rooms in the time that I have left. But eventually this room will be hopefully a nice like adult sitting room. But when the building work starts next month, we're going to lose that living room that I showed you earlier. We're going to kind of like block off the whole back of the house. So we'll probably be spending a lot more time in this front living area. We're going to try and live here throughout the whole build because we kind of think that we can. So fingers crossed it won't be too horrendous and dusty, but we'll see. And yeah, I feel like we're just kind of living in limbo because I haven't like hung anything up on the walls or done anything because we've known that building work is going to start. But we've actually lived in this house for a year in October, which is just crazy how quick that time has gone. But yeah, anyway, I've managed to vacuum the kitchen, get all the bits done that I wanted to. So all that's left to do is take the bins out. So yeah, I'm very pleased with how much I managed to get done in this 30-minute clean. But obviously, if you needed to get the bathrooms cleaned and like do other areas, you can just set a timer for 5 minutes anywhere. And I just find that it really does speed me up. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it's motivated you a bit. I'd love any of your cleaning tips in the comments down below. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one.